Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. Ma'am, you're not audible.
Okay. I'm audible now. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, wait. Let me. It would have a good camera placement, na? Okay. Take care.
Okay, sure. Okay, hello and good evening to all the participants who have joined in, and obviously, ma'am. So, I welcome you all to this Let's Talk Mental Health Awareness session. And today we will focus on the topic body shaming, the issues of body shaming and how it affects a person's life. So first of all, my name is Dongchen and I'm a psychologist at Psychspace and I will be the anchor for today's live session. And most importantly, I would like to welcome Ma'am Gitashri Porta Molloy, uh, RCI licensed clinical psychologist associate and currently associated with three organizations, and they are Raymond Hospital as psychology faculty and practicing Optimus Psychiatric Clinic, and also she's associated with Willingware Wellness Society, a drug tea edition, center. So, ma'am, thank you so much for accepting the request that we made despite your tight schedule. So, we are very glad to have you in this platform. So, now, without any further delay, I would like to give the time to you.
Okay, and thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to talk on this such an important topic, right? Body shaming. No, okay. So
Um,
can we let us start? I think it is already time, right?
yes, ma'am, sure, you can take your time.
Okay. So can I start about what is body shaming exactly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So we always keep on hearing this word like body shaming, right? So body shaming is basically like act of listing negative comments or humiliating comments about a person's body, be it your size, be it your weight, be it your color, be it your hair. So some of this things sometimes we always keep on hearing like, oh you're so skinny, oh you are so hot, इतना मोटे हो गए हो, इतना खाना खाते हो. So these are some comments we always keep on hearing, right? So this is basically body shaming. So before we start the session, I would like to say that it is nowadays, since in my career period with children and adolescents, most of the cases nowadays are in body shaming, and I would love to speak on this topic. So if you have further any questions, you can ask me.
Okay, ma'am. So, as we have just discussed what body shaming is, so can you just tell us about like why it is prevalent among the youth, like especially these days?
Yeah. Yeah, see, it can be many factors when we say about body shaming. It is mostly only not only with youth, it is can be seen it with adults also. So at first, I'd like to talk about youth since I'm mostly dealing with youth. So because there are many factors. First factors we can say family factor, social factor, peer pressure. So there are many factors. So when if I give example of a child, right? He is in
Yes,
a
ma'am.
when he is in a transition period to an adolescence. So there are many changes that he or she can say in his physical appearance. Okay, and then and this sometimes when somebody comes and gives a negative comment about his shape or his or her shape, the person starts believing negative way about his or her body. The negative perception बन जाता है. तो क्या होता है, धीरे धीरे वो खुद को भी क्रिटिसाइज करता है और दूसरों को भी क्रिटिसाइज करने लगता है. और एक हो गया कि सोशल मीडिया भी बहुत important role play कर रहा है, because we can see a lot of people, nowadays amongst the youth, the social media are very, very popular. You can see they're mostly scrolling into Instagram, Facebook, some there, some nowadays, some other apps also, somewhere they're following some kind of videos related to their body. Some beauty apps भी आजकल available है. So कहीं ना कहीं they are forming a some form of realistic or unrealistic expectations from that platform, जहाँ पे adolescents or sometimes others also, they cannot able to differentiate, between the reality and the virtual world, and expectations बन जाता है. So suppose how ideal body should look like ना. So जब expectations meet नहीं होता है according to their certain state of mindset कि ऐसा ही होना है, तो खुद को भी धीरे धीरे क्रिटिसाइज करने लगता है, दूसरों को भी मतलब क्रिटिसाइज करने लगता है, जो जहाँ पे हम लोग बोल रहे हैं कि बॉडी शेमिंग, खुद के लिए भी नेगेटिव परसेप्शन
Mm.
फॉर्म कर रहा है, दूसरे के परसेप्शन ऐसा हो रहा है. सो ये तीनों फैक्टर हम कंसिडर कर सकते हैं कि फैमिली, सोसाइटी, peers, and moreover the fourth point I said, that social media is also playing an important role in this case, है ना. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. As you have mentioned, like people start criticizing themselves. So, like, how does this affect one's mental and emotional well-being?
Okay. See, I would like to give an example, huh? Very since I have said
Okay.
about youth, now I'll say about a lady, woman. Okay, so because body shaming, unknowingly or knowingly, it is affecting us, but it is most of the time it is being unnoticed, and many of are suffering from this kind of issues, but it is goes unnoticed. So what happened? It is affecting a lot in our mental health somehow or the other. Suppose a lady pregnant has, she is going through her pregnancy stages. After that, she might gain a lot of weight, and suddenly she is visiting someone, and then क्या होता है, अरे इतना फैट गेन कर लिया, ऐसा हो गया बॉडी में इतना डिफरेंस आ गया. So these are some comments, then dialogues that we can hear sometimes, right? So somewhere the
Yes.
other, when a person is being said in front of many people, right? So क्या होता है, the person might feel not good about it. She might feel that oh, she is not accepted the way she is. तो क्या होता है, सोशल आइसोलेशन बढ़ने लगता है, सोशल इंटरेक्शन बढ़ने लगता है. इन अदर वे धीरे धीरे उनका मूड लो होने लगता है, जहाँ की डिप्रेशन भी दिखाई देता है मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम. एंजाइटी, कंस्टेंटली वरिंग अबाउट physical health, right? About their body. Uske baad, some eating disorders I can see nowadays among most of the youth, very much common. If I have to mention, when it is body shaming and body image concern, eating disorders are highly associated with this. So can I mention some name of the eating disorders?
Yes,
Okay,
sure, ma'am.
so some disorders, right, like
I
yeah. So binge eating, constantly eating. खाना पेट full है, the stomach is full, whether person is hungry or not, the person will constantly eating. So this is binge eating. So another we can say bulimia, very common. Okay, the person is taking a large amount of food and trying to get rid of the calories, some using some unfavorable means to get it out. So some form of eating disorders. And third, if I say anorexia nervosa, constantly refusing to eat, constantly worry about being overweight. So these are some issues that we can see. And then moreover, body dysmorphic disorder, so this is also commonly seen. So this is basically the person find always flaws in their body, forming a negative person about their body image, and then which is defecting his daily life. Huh. So body dysmorphic disorder can be also commonly seen. So if I coming to affecting mental health, it can affect. There are some mental health disorders that can be associated with mental, body shaming. That is depression, anxiety, eating disorders, body dysmorphic disorders. So these are mostly common disorders that are associated with body image and body shaming issues. Okay.
okay. So, ma'am, like as you have mentioned, like body shaming, is includes criticizing oneself or like how they appear and because of the influence of the other people. So, like, may I ask, like, how does body shaming commonly appear in a society?
Okay. See, because I already told you that people now are into social media, they have formed a certain set of standards in their brain, back of their mind, that this perfect ideal body should look like. When they are not meeting certain standard, so they always criticize their self and others, and it is always starting from your immediate members, and then society, and then you know to peers. So it is basically influenced by other, and from the society itself. Okay.
Okay, thank you. So, like, if a person is, having this kind is has been or is being body shamed, then do you think is it necessary to seek professional help or to talk about it?
Yeah, definitely. If the person is suffering associated with mental health, because see, when a person is body shame, somehow the person will have trigger some kind of negative emotions. Now, the person might feel from fear, fear हो जाए, जो भी some form of, sadness बढ़ेगा, because a person feels that they are not being accepted the way they are. So क्या होता है, the person might feel low most of the time, and sometimes it can be seen that self harm thoughts bhi dekha jata hai in some cases. So if it is prolonged for a longer period of time, then nowadays you can approach to a doctor, you can approach to a psychologist, and their counselors are also available. So nowadays nutrition counseling is also added. So these are some you know things, these are some professional helps that are available. So if somebody is suffering from this kind of low mood, depression, anxiety related to body shaming or negative body image concern, I think they may approach a professional help.
Okay, ma'am. So, and like, why is it important to talk or like create awareness about body shaming?
See, this is also, I already told you that, somewhere people once in their life have somehow faced this kind of issues, you know many are suffering.
Yes.
Okay, many are suffering because of this some comments that people sometimes use, right? So kahin na kahin they are also suffering, but it sometimes go unnoticed, or people are not maybe taking it seriously ki this comment can also affect somehow so deeply that it can hamper that person mental health condition, maybe physical health condition as well. Because sometimes a person also suffer from this kind of comment that they get from others. So if we can create awareness, if we can create the people body image concern, such an important topic that need to be discussed and make people aware that this kind of comments can create a lot of difficulty in others life, you know so if we can create if we can reach to schools, colleges, universities, and some other areas and larger areas, so I think people, we can at least reach some of the population so that people will be aware and refrain from using such kind of believe attitude about body shaming. So people can promote positive more mental health plus positivity bodybuilding, promoting positive body body image concern. So this kind of things we can promote among youth.
Yes, ma'am. Like I totally agree with what you said. Yeah, because I think these days we are so like every one of us are so influenced by how the celebrities or like other yeah appear. So like we all tend to fall into that, and in reality we don't know what's even happening with them. So I think it's high time that we also talk about body shaming, especially in colleges, universities, and schools, because body shaming mostly takes place
Platform
among
and start
yes.
comparing is
So I
there.
think yeah, so much of comparison like everywhere, especially when it comes to the way we appear or the way we look.
Yes, true.
Yes. So like, would you give any suggestion about body shaming, or if one has
Okay, so in this case, see, exactly. Okay, can you tell me once? I am not able to hear you.
okay? So
Can you repeat once? I can hear you. Huh.
okay, okay, sure. Like, is there any suggestion you would like to give to the youth regarding body shaming, or any advice that you would like to give out?
Okay, so very short and precise advice I would like to give. So first, already I've been mentioned that if somebody is suffering from mental health issues because of this body shaming or body image, negative body image concern, they must, they may or they must immediately approach to a professional help. As soon as possible. Okay, and in personal, if I say the just a sharing. See, we cannot control other people feelings and actions and their words, na. So every
Yes.
time we cannot please everyone. पॉसिबल नहीं है कि हम सबको प्लेस करते रहे हमेशा, बट वी डू हैव सम फॉर्म ऑफ कंट्रोल इन आवर एक्शंस एंड बिहेवियर ना. ठीक है. तो क्या
Yes.
होता है
True, ma'am.
कि एवरीवन इज यूनिक इन देयर ओन वे, एवरीवन हैज देयर स्पेशल क्वालिटीज. आई डू एग्री दैट बॉडी इमेज हैज क्रिएटेड अ concern. Problem is a problem, be it a big problem, a small problem. ठीक है. But when a person is suffering from this kind of mood or thinking constantly, there I think there are other aspects in a person as a whole to look upon. When the person is suffering from this kind of stress, so in that case he or she can shift their attention thinking about the elements of life where he is good at, about his strength, start building some positive body image, like talking positive
Mm.
self talk. We do believe na as a na कि
Yes,
positive
ma'am.
self talk helps a lot because it increases your self esteem है ना. तो थोड़ा थोड़ा
Yes.
पॉजिटिव सेल्फ टॉक भी करना चाहिए बिकॉज रादर देन ओनली फोकस ऑन द नेगेटिव थिंग. ओके फाइन, नेगेटिव थिंग्स और एक्स बात करके उसको रिजोल्यूशन निकाल के वी हैव टू सी द पॉजिटिव थिंग आल्सो, अदर साइड आल्सो, बिकॉज दैट इज आल्सो अ पार्ट. ठीक है. So we can do that. Another thing is media. ठीक है. So okay, I say that it is somewhere it is giving us an impact, but somehow if you try to take it in a positive way, na, have control over your media, like seeing some things that makes you feel good, seeing something that gives you motivation, seeing some things that give you some positivity. So about for helps you to form a positive body image. So this way also we can do at individual level. But if it is not helping, then I think you may reach to a, or you must reach to a professional help, be it doctor, be it psychologist, be it counselor, as soon as possible.
Yes. And ma'am, like, I think in this case, do you think like self-acceptance also
Okay.
plays a role?
Sorry.
Like does self-acceptance plays a role in this? Like,
Mm, I do agree. Because see, everyone has their unique quality. We all are though same, but we are in different in our own way. And we all have, I think, blessed with some special qualities. So acceptance, accepting the way we are, focusing more on the positive side that we have been blessed, because I say that I we cannot control other people actions and behaviors, but we do have some form of control in our thought process, in our actions, in our belief system. So focusing more on your self growth, focusing more on your, be kind to yourself. So I think these are the sort things, some small form of short tips that might help a person. I don't know how I'll be helpful in this case, but I'm trying what I have understood over the years that this kind of small things may help a person in overcoming this kind of sufferings.
yes, ma'am. I think at the end it should start from like our own self. So I think we should, yeah, accept like the way we are, because yes,
Exactly.
as mentioned, yeah, we are like gifted or like
Yeah.
talented in so different ways. Yes. So I think
Yeah.
we are done
Exactly.
with the yes, ma'am. We are done with the questions. So I think we got almost every aspects of what body shaming is and why it is important and
Yes,
everything.
exactly.
So thank you so much for giving us with explaining it so explicitly through like everything that I have asked and we wanted to know. So thank you so much, ma'am.
And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to speak on this such a important topic. I hope this video reach to as many as people who have been affected, you know, and it can create awareness among people. Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. It was such a great time with you. So thank you.
Even it was nice interacting with you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so
Can I leave
much.
the session now?
Yes, ma'am. Sure.
Okay, chalo.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. So now